being said, no good, worthless piece of shit. Hmm. Bridgewater State Hospital. Maybe Sweet will visit and bring weed and pills. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna. They would let her in with weed and pills. Could be wrong. You turn on everyone. You are no damn good. Weed weasel. Your neighbors, dumbass. Your walls are paper thin. If you have nothing good to say, here you shouldn't say anything at all. Later, enjoy your empty day, piece of shit, no good, worthless nutcase. This chat's pretty active this morning. Let's see, Connie knows nothing about knives. John and Yoda had a conversation. Yoda was talking to himself. So now I'm Yoda. You geniuses were saying on another channel, it's the Rue Day today. I'm Rebel's mom, fools. I can't even see my own chat. Let me go get my laptop. Because I don't know how to work this thing. Let's see, we got same shit, stormy, Rue Day, does that come after Sunday? Not much happening, it's early, y'all. It's 3:30 in the morning. I actually went to sleep early last night because, I don't know, man, the heat was too much. So I woke up a little early, like 2:30. Watch this bullshit cause like some blacked out ass echo. Mute that. Oh, look, I got some friends in here. Hey, Kiss. Hey, Sheila. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's early here. It's like 9:30 in the morning where you're at. You shouldn't be yawning. We're watching my good friend Rebel. Good morning, y'all. That's who we're watching. Rebel. Barney Rebel. Hold up. Y'all need wrenches. Wrenches, wrenches, wrenches. You need a wrench. And why the hell can't? Oh, maybe Sheila, do you already have a wrench? Oh, no. Maybe I clicked on the wrong one. One second. I want to let me give Sheila a wrench. Oh, there we go. Welcome to the Blue Crew. The tables have been reversed. I wanted to talk a little bit about the title of his stream, which is why is life full of so much hate? And as you can see, life is what you make of it. Oh my God. Rebs. Right? Sin. Looks like it's there. Nope. It's not there. Sadly, BedtimeClown is blocked from Rebel's chat. I'm blocked from all of Rebel's chats. It's so fucking rude, man. Seriously. Well, thank you, Chooch Thumper. I appreciate that. I appreciate all my subscribers, even if they're hateful little bastards like Rebel. I think he's probably the only really hateful subscriber I have. I know, Chooch. I have one, but it's on this account. So if he blocks Google blocks me, then I don't know. I'm just lazy. I got other shit I gotta do. Every once in a while he unblocks me, but then I get blocked again. Yeah, Sheila gets blocked a lot too. That's what happens when you go around telling the truth. Motherfuckers be like, I don't like that. Let's see, what's John Hanzo saying? Rebel will know about knives soon, including usage. Then he can be taught firearm proficiently. He has a constitutional right to defend himself and his family. What family? He has correctly predicted he will be killed. And therefore he needs to prepare and be prepared. Yeah, I kind of figured that, Chooch. I mean, it's the ridiculous shit that guy says. It's like, be taught firearm proficiently. I think he means proficiency. Yeah. Rebel's kind of clumsy. I feel like Rebel would either accidentally kill somebody or maim somebody, or he would shoot himself, like, on accident. Not on purpose. He would do it on accident. He's too chicken shit to do something like that on purpose. Hey, Randy. I didn't know I would be up this early either. Like I was telling everybody a minute ago that it was really hot here yesterday, and uh, I had to go help a friend out early in the morning, and it was hot early, and I didn't have to do a whole lot of labor, but I don't know, it was just a long day, and it got up to like 108 here, and our patio is just a freaking oven, man. It gets hot as hell. And we've got, even though we've got fans out here and stuff, I don't know. It got to be about 7 o'clock, 7:30 last night, and I was like, I've got to go to bed. I can't fucking take it. So I was in bed pretty early last night, and of course I didn't wake up until, or I woke up at like 2:30 a.m. this morning. So I know all about the heat too. 108 in Texas. Yeah, yeah, fucking hot, Randy. It's fucking, you know, it's like the temperature you can take. It's when it's like the sustained heat. It just doesn't let up. You just don't get a break. You don't get a break at night. Like right now it's 86 where I'm at. I mean, and 86 sounds good, right? And it is good, but it doesn't last very long. And as soon as the sun starts peeking over the horizon, forget it. It's back up in the 90s, and then by 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning, it'll already be 100 degrees. So, like I said, it's the sustained just oppression of the fucking heat that just beats you down after a while. And I work in it. And I was telling Voodoo last night, I said, I swear, and I said, I hate to say this, but I would almost be more comfortable right now at work, than just coming out here and smoking a cigarette on the patio. I said, I don't know what it is, if it's just the fact that we're enclosed, we're on the south side of the house, and it just, in any wind coming any direction, if there's any wind at all, normally it's not coming directly out of the south onto us. So all we have is the fans, and it's just, like I said, it's oppressive. Let's see. Take another shot, bozo. That's what Stormy is saying in there. What do you call it when a threat of a threat? Wait, what? What is that saying? A threat of a head to be severed in Sharon, Massachusetts is made. Somebody threatened to behead somebody in Sharon, Massachusetts? Oh. Yeah, Sheila, it's totally uncomfortably hot. It sucks. Donkey balls. It's ridiculous. See, so it's 17 Celsius. That's 65 here. That's our summer. Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm totally jealous. There's some places in the United States they've got really decent weather right now. I mean, I've been in other chats on other channels, and some people are in the upper 60s, or mid 60s, lower 50s, and I'm just like, oh God, I wish that was here. But it's not. So anyway, Rebel, I know you're listening. Unblock me, you chicken shit. What the fuck? You're letting you're letting everybody else have all the fun, and you're suppressing me. Bastard. So yeah, apparently, for those that don't know who Rebel is, all of us that are in, well, some of us aren't really even in the community. We're just like some of the people, and like to talk to the people and like to listen to what they have to say about things and stuff. But apparently, we're all going to prison, because we've been committing federal crimes. I don't know. Yeah, Chooch, I heard Rada talking about that yesterday, that there was a tornado, or a couple tornadoes. up there. Yeah, I heard him say that y'all don't get them as bad as like, or they don't get them as bad as like we do down here. Thank God, because it can get pretty fucking pretty ridiculously dangerous, um, and devastating. Let's see. Bet you cowards wouldn't step up if y'all thought Rebel may be carrying. Well, he probably. Hey, Lisa. How are you doing? He probably would be carrying the groceries, would be my guess. Um, so yeah, I would totally step up to him. You know, if it's sad that like if you were to throw a water balloon at somebody, that would be an assault charge. That's really sad. But yeah, I would bet that if, regardless if Rebel was carrying, I would step up to him. It's illegal to just shoot people. So, you know, even if you are a card carrying member uh, of the gun club or whatever. The most Connie would ever be carrying is some cigarettes and a lighter. Well, possibly some bottled water. Because he refuses to drink from the toilet like a good dog. State supplied water. Free water. Been a card holder for the NRA for several decades. Yeah, a lot of good, responsible, down to earth, smart, intelligent gun owners have been, Randy. Um, yes, well, Lisa, you have a wrench. Um, I don't know why you guys don't have wrenches. I know I don't go live that often, but um, and it's been quite a few months since I dug into my uh, YouTube stuff. So I thought I had wrenched all of y'all, but Stormy says, "Now I'm done with your baboon ass. Bye." Rebel, you can come over here if you want to, buddy. Make you feel more comfortable. I won't mute you. John is me, Yoda says. Yes, Yoda, we know. They know how to train gun safety better than most. Yes. Yes. Hey, Aussie Manda, how are you doing? I thought you did too, but YouTube is shady. Yeah, Lisa, so, well, you're back in. Let's see, Yoda's leaving. Rebels chat. Bye-bye, Yoda. See you later. Look, Manda's in two places. Tell him I said hi, Amanda. If you're still here. Since he's got me blocked. Who is Rebel? That's a good question, Lisa. Who is Rebel? Rebel needs to go on this journey to find out who and what he really is. He's a lost soul. He's lost in this conundrum of YouTube where, like, he's earned LOL cow status by being a complete shithead. He thought he was trolling. He thought he was no, Rebel does not live in Texas. Rebel could not hack it in Texas. Rebel lives in Massachusetts. Yeah, but he doesn't live in Texas. But yeah, so he's got this LOL cow status going, and he's got several communities of people that are they're not angry with him. They like to point and laugh, and he doesn't like to be laughed at. He's one of those people that liked to do a lot of laughing on the internet at other people, And then when those people turned around and started laughing at him, he started crying profusely about it. And he's a scammer. I will say that. He is definitely a scammer. He's a liar. And he's extremely butthurt that he's got nowhere else to turn on the internet to scam and lie. And he points his finger at the people that backed him into a corner and says they all committed federal crimes against him and his family, which is his mother. The rest of his extended family wants nothing to do with him. Yeah. So that's Rebel in a nutshell. But yeah, so he's got me blocked, so I can't say anything or chat in his chat. So I figured I would go live and put his chat up on the screen and commentate on his chat. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, because it's early. It's 4 a.m. here. I'm up early. That's unfortunate for him. Sounds like someone else we know. Yes, Lisa, it does, doesn't it? Sounds like several people we know. I always imagine people from Massachusetts have very big teeth. I think it's a Bee Gees thing. Very big teeth. I don't know. I don't know. He's definitely got a huge upper lip. He's got a massive ego. He one of his nostrils is strangely larger than the other one. I feel comfortable pointing this out because other creators have pointed it out multiple times, but the people that watch Rebel for any extended period of time, get subjected to staring up his nose as he looks down upon the rest of the world via the internet in contempt at the rest of us. So yeah, he's got a strangely larger left nostril than right nostril from his perspective. He has nothing in his bank account or wallet, so nothing is large there. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think of some more stuff later. I imagine that about Wisconsin at Sheila. Don't know why, but if anyone here is from Wisconsin, I apologize. Yes, please accept Lisa's apologies. I don't know if we have any. There are several cheeseheads in here. Maybe not in here, but they're around the community. Randy, he says he always shows his cam girl lips. Yes, he has an unusually large upper lip. It's strange. I think sometimes it's the camera angle that makes him, I don't know, gives some of those weird size differences. Either that or he's got his filter set to butt ugly. One or the other. I don't know. That can happen. Sometimes when I park my truck and I'm backing it in somewhere, I get out and I look and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who the... like I've got my auto park set on crooked or something. You know what I mean? Like, you could accidentally leave your filter set for stupid looking or whatever. That shit can happen. John Hanzo says next in Rebel's chat. I don't know what that means. Rebel, buddy, I know you're awake. Say something. Do y'all like how I put my clown guy like over his I like that. I think that's kind of cool. It's funny. Yeah. Hey, are you guys gonna be okay by yourselves here for like 45 seconds. I want to go get another cup of coffee. Um, but I'll wait until somebody says something. Um, but yeah, the weather here has just been absolutely fucking just flat out oppressive, man. It is just, that sun is relentless. It is relentless. You know, I mean, hey, Connie Blues, how are you doing, man? Uh, I'll tell you what, it'll have you praying to God for the collective, for the entire just state. You know, like, please, God, give us some relief. We could really use it. I mean, just an afternoon off, you know, especially when you see the forecast. Like, let me look here real quick. Let's take a break from Rebel. Let's see here what it says. Let's see. Today, 107, low of 80. Monday, 105, low of 81. Tuesday, 102. Wednesday, 102, 104, 106, 105. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks, donkey balls. Hey, Richard Cheese. Richard Cheese, how did you get a wrench? I don't remember doing that. Not that you don't deserve it. I'm just saying. Fucking. My memory is shit. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee. Talk amongst yourselves. Hang on. Okay. Yes. Welcome, Richard. Welcome, Connie Blues. I'm a bunch of margaritas deep. I'm excellent. Well, cheers, man. Cheers. That's awesome. Yeah. Richard does the Lord's work when it comes to Rebel. Oh, wait a minute. For some reason, am I paused here? Hang on a second. Oh, I'm like 35 minutes behind in his thingy. Fast forward. He could have been talking this whole time and I wouldn't even have known. That's ridiculous. All right. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Richard Cheese. Yeah, he. Whenever Connie's being interesting, he restreams Connie and gives us all a place to chat. Because Rebel, he likes to block us all, and he hates freedom of speech. He also hates the truth. Yes, Voodoo Sheila is asleep, so I'm trying to be quiet, not to wake her up. Yeah, she's asleep. I don't know what time she went to bed. I was in bed by 7:30. I know she came in sometime after that, but I don't know when, so she may sleep late. She doesn't like to get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when I usually get up, so she'll probably be asleep for a couple more hours. She needs her beauty rest. Let's see. Well, Lisa said, who was asking about you in chats? I was so tired, Sheila. I fell asleep. Are you talking about in Bam's chat the other day? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was somebody named Nicola, Nikki or Nicola or something like that. I don't know. There was another one that came in there. I was driving home and I saw all those questions and shit, and I just blocked the other one out of chat. And then I noticed after I blocked that one account that a Nicola didn't come back. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious when they're there to just troll and stir shit, or try to lull the mods into thinking that that's like a legitimate person or whatever. They make it too obvious. Fuck them. Let's see. Nita Mike in Rebels chat says, not only would I step up, but I'd disarm the little weed weasel and make him cry to mama. He's worthless. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Rebel would probably like fumble the gun, drop it, it would fire, he'd shoot himself in the foot, he'd be screaming. Rebel's got a big mouth too. I don't know if y'all have noticed. He would be like Anthony Kiedis in Point Break when he shoots himself in the foot. That giant mouth open, screaming, ah! I think that's what would happen. Let me see. Sheila says, I only had 4 hours of sleep, clown. I'm tired too. When you yawn, I yawn. I'm sorry, Sheila. She was waiting for Nicola last night, but they didn't show. Yeah, I think it was somebody from Lizzie's community just being stupid. Maybe. I don't know. A Rebel cannot be live, even when he is sleeping. He has issues. Yep. Hey, Green Eyes, how are you doing? I don't think he's sleeping though. I don't know though. I haven't heard the screenshot sound. I have my volume up, so it should play. If he screenshots anything. I do think it's funny that y'all figured out that that he's playing that bullshit on a loop, and you can tell when he's not playing it on a loop. I've never seen anybody win the internet so much by losing so much. Like he's got he's persistent. I'll give him that. Very persistent. Do 12 watching. I usually don't get this many people in here. Oops, I'm on top messages. All messages. Connie, we're smart. He promote Ellen's cooking channel. She is entertaining, unlike him. She actually is entertaining. Yeah, I don't understand why Rebel doesn't take Brett's advice and make her the focus of the show. I mean, if he's looking for donos and content and all that, because we know he doesn't give a shit about her. I mean, that's painfully obvious. Aussie Amanda says Rebel has been nice to me. Yeah, he has. Yeah, Amanda, listen. I mean, I don't hate on anybody that he's nice to or that is nice to him. I mean, I don't really hate on anybody, period. But so I've already signed that, Geico. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Stupid emails. Holy shit. Okay. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, Rebel has been nice to you for a couple of days, right? Yeah. But like I said, I don't have any ill will towards people that nice to him or whatever. I don't really sit back and go, well, this is gonna happen or that's gonna happen. I mean, it is what it is. He's just a shithead. That's all. Just a shithead. But Aussie Manda, I don't think you're taking this serious enough. You know what I mean? You're not taking this serious enough. Of course, I'm being facetious. But yeah, Connie Blues. I don't know if you ever played Gears of War, if you're a gamer or not, years ago, but I think it was the second one, Gears of War 2, where they introduced the Berserker. That's what that's what Ellen reminds me of, listening to his live streams when she comes busting in the room. She reminds me of the Berserker. Comes in and flexes its muscles and just screams at the top of its lungs after it breaks through like 8 fucking walls. Rah! Costa! Utterly destroys Rebel's room, leaves the door open. he's just he's just in the fetal position on the couch, like live, 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 live. Call a welfare check on the Berserker, live, live. Oh my god. I know that I know that people say that Connie never had any balls, but I wonder I wonder like when Connie actually, felt emasculated for the first time. Like, what was the pinnacle, or the bottom, if you will, of his emasculation, and who did it? Was it Ellen? You know what I mean? Like, I would love to know what that moment was. I mean, we know he got beat up by the bullies for the cell phones when he was in like 7th grade or whatever. We know that happened. Uh, and then you can tell by how angry he gets when people tell him to get off the internet, that that's something that's deep seated with him and his mother. That's like why Ellen like slapped the fuck out of him that time. No, no, Richard. I think it happened way before then. I think it happened way. It was probably like in his teenage years. I don't know. She probably embarrassed the shit out of him somewhere. I bet Mary like backed up Ellen or something in public or in front of other family members or something, and that's why, he claims he loves his grandmother, but everything that's been put out online, and especially that video of him just, wanting to get away from Mary. Nah, he had some deep-seated resentment against her too. Still does. That's why he's so adamant that he loves her so much. He's trying to literally convince people that it's sort of like a living amends to people that speak that language. You know what I mean? Like that. That's why he's so adamant about it. There's nothing he can do. He can't make up for his inadequacy. So he basically spews and pukes that all over YouTube. Dimitri had something to do with it. Yeah, probably so. Probably so. And knowing Ellen, she probably told him that he's a little fucking creep or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean? Like, in regards to all of that, that's probably exactly what happened. I don't know if that would have been the apex of the story arc, but that, something similar to that probably. We'll definitely find out later today, that's for sure. Mm. Maybe not find out the answer, but he'll spurg over this. Mary raised him because Ellen was busy running the streets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. John Hanzo says he does not take prisoners. Okay, isn't that like a? That's like a. What do they call that? The fucking some kind of, I can't think of it. I can't think of it. Not the Nuremberg. What is it? The something Oslo Agreement or whatever. Yeah, it's a war crime. That's a war crime. John Hanzo the second. Some bullshit like that. Yeah, I believe that too. I mean, it's either him or it's either him or it's Yoda or it's both of them. Could be both of them. A shared account. Is he like a D-hand character? In a way he is, but he's all himself focused. It's not he's not actually simping for someone else. Rebel is the scammer. Hanzo doxed Sancho in Rebel's chat the other day while he has an open harassment order. What a moron. Yeah. Yeah. Green Eyes, this is the guy that came into Bam's channel and told Bam that she deserves whatever she gets because I brought whatever upon her head or channel or what the fuck ever. And Bam shoot him up and spit him out like the piece of shit that he is. And yeah. No. I don't take prisoners. He should adopt the we don't negotiate with terrorists mantra. Yeah, Green Eyes, it was a while back. It's like 6 months ago or so. Yeah, I don't know who he thought he was dealing with coming in there and saying that to her. That fucking moron. The Rebel's not exactly known for being the sharpest tool in the shed. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's very impulsive. Very impulsive. And he's got some enablers. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell whether or not he's trolling them. I mean, not him trolling, whether they're trolling him or whether they genuinely believe that, you know, that he's being bullied and all of that. Kind of like me and Star were. That's Voodoo's other account, is Star Odessa, for those that don't know. But yeah, I'm convinced some of the people giving him money are just, they're trolling him and trolling the other community that he so desperately wants to be a part of. So it's like trolling by proxy. And then there are other people that give him money, I guess, out of genuine concern or whatever. Hey, Sugar Crits. He is the tool in the shed. That's right. He's never used a tool from the shed. He's never used a tool, period. He is a tool. Yeah, so yeah, he's a funny little character. It's funny when Rebel uses words he obviously doesn't know what they mean. Yes, that is true. Yeah, he tries to sometimes it's difficult to like try to mimic it because we're so used to using words that correlate with definitions, if you know what I mean. So it's hard to mimic that level of stupidity. Yeah, that can be difficult. Very difficult. I have to resort to like a more remedial means of making fun of him. Like, you know, I don't know. You motherfuckers, you know, you're stalking my mother and I. My mother doesn't deserve this. My mother. Meanwhile, his mom comes in the room. Costa, shut the fuck up. You're being too loud. You're going to cause them to not donate to my Cash App. Are you running the water in there? Oh my God. Hey, Richard, if you want to drop your channel link, man, and Connie Blues, go ahead. Just give some of my friends the chance to kind of get to know, you know, Connie. aka Rebel. Um, if it wasn't for Rebel yelling about it all day, every day, then she wouldn't give a shit. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. Connie sat in the car while a tow company, uh, Swedish Sugar, paid for put a donut on his car. That does not shock me. That does not surprise me. Uh, yeah, what Connie Blues just said. I mean, I could picture. I haven't seen if that's on video. I haven't seen it. Um, but I mean, just picture an obstinate, 30-something-year-old child. He's not a man. 33 years old, just with his arms folded, sitting in a car that has a flat tire while a AAA guy or something comes along and changes it for him that somebody else paid for because he just refuses to do anything for himself. Yeah. Just what Richard Cheese just said. Well, I remember seeing when the police were there, but I don't remember seeing. I don't remember seeing the part where Swedish Sugar paid for it and the people came and changed it. I didn't see that. Hmm. Said they were glued on. Yeah. And when I first ran across his channel, I he was talking about the brakes on his car, and I was in his chat trying to ask him, like, well, is it the pads, is it the calipers, is it the rotors, is it both or all three? And he wouldn't answer the questions really. um, and that's kind of where I fell into it, believing that he really was just this poor soul on the internet that needed some help. He's until you see through him, he's pretty good at the grift. He doesn't know shit about cars. Did you see his Bondo work? No, I didn't see it. I heard about it, but I didn't see it. But yeah, y'all can go check out Connie Blues, the Connie Blues channel. It's a clip channel. He's got a lot of good clips uh, that show, pretty up to date stuff about the fuckery of our good friend Rebel here. And Richard Cheese live streams Rebel when when Rebel's live and actually saying something, and he provides a thank you, Richard. He provides a place to chat because Rebel blocks all of us out of his chat. He thinks that somehow that's I don't know, that's somehow conducive to having a successful channel. Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. When I first saw him, I thought he might have been treated unfairly. He quickly taught me the opposite. Yeah, sugar crits for sure, for sure. Yeah, and he doesn't seem to get that, like, you know, um, because I know he's used me and Star as an example before. Oh, they just believe everything they're told and blah blah blah. Well, no, motherfucker. I mean, we listened to you. We listened to them. We kept an open mind for as long as we possibly could. And then you fucking went off the goddamn rails. And when I saw the opportunity to get the fuck out, I took the opportunity to get the fuck out. You know? At the end of the day, I don't want to be a dickhead to anybody. You know, it's not that I'm chicken shit or anything like that. It's just that, Rebel, you are a stain. You literally are a fucking stain that is extremely difficult to wash off. And those people, that get a lot of shit talked about them, Andrew, Tonic, Brett, Sugar Crit's can attest to this. Even her and Steph and all of them, they get a lot of shit talked about them, and regardless of whether or not they talk shit in Discord, I'm not in Discord, but people talk shit on the internet. That's a given, you know. But the bottom line is that, Connie, you fucking ruined every fucking relationship that you've ever fucking had. Every single solitary one. No one trolled you by, giving people money except for maybe Paige and STL and Sweet, and that wasn't even to troll you. They were trolling you to troll the other fucking community by doing that. That's what's going on there. And if you're too dumb to fucking see that, I don't know what to tell you. But exactly, BTC is convinced the only reason people like him is because we are under the control of someone else. That's right. That's right. Surprise Rebel lasted a week without banning people. I've been banned the whole fucking time. He won't unblock me. I've had a lazy day. John went back to work this afternoon. Just won't see him for 3 weeks. Just did some crafting this afternoon. Oh, green eyes. Well, you'll have some alone time, and then before you know it, he'll be coming back. And Bam will probably go live later to keep us company. His assumptions about Discord are of paranoia and jealousy because no one trusts him enough to invite him, right? Jack Jones again. Yeah. He claimed he unbanned everyone. Nah. Well, he unbanned a lot of people, but he didn't unban me. But some people were not. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he just doesn't want anybody that he legitimately fucked over and talked shit about to be in there saying anything at all. So but yeah, like I was saying earlier, none of those people were shitty to me. even though I was a little shitty to them in Rebels chat from time to time. They just said, hey, look, you're going to find out for yourself. And we did. He tries to dox us, but what he doesn't understand is that we gave him fake names. We didn't give him real email addresses. He didn't have real phone numbers. He didn't have any of that stuff. So let's see. Yeah, BTC, who had a genuine experience with both sides of him, doesn't get a voice. Yep. Let's see. Argue, so that's good. You appreciate each other more. Yeah, green eyes, it really does. It really does. Yeah, Voodoo and I don't argue either. Well, I don't argue. She'll argue with me a little bit, but I don't argue. No, she doesn't. She's very sweet and very nice and very understanding. Let's see. Joy unbanned everyone earlier. She seems like a changed woman. Are you? I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, Connie Blues. That woman is nuts. She blocked me when I said on Rick Crude's channel that her tattoos read like an electrical schematic. I'm sorry that they do. Bam was live yesterday until late last night. Probably need some time off for a few days. Yeah. Well, y'all know whose birthday is coming up, right? So y'all be y'all be sure to, wish her a happy birthday somewhere. Maybe I'll do a community post and tag her, or one of y'all can do it, and I'll join. Let's see. When I do lose it, like the touch fuse and stand back. Yeah. Oh yeah, lose it. Yeah. Let's see. Connie Blue said he's dead serious. I don't know. Next time she's live, maybe I'll see some if I can go poke at her for a minute and see if she fucking blocks me. I don't know what her story is. I don't know. I don't even. I guess it was Tonic maybe that found her and started posting about her or whatever. I went over there. I don't like the black scent You know, these people that like they talk normally, and then if all of a sudden I was supposed to, if I was talking normally like I am now, and then bring up a subject and trigger myself into going, you know, uh, I don't know. It's like blackface for your vernacular and your accent and your way of speaking. I can't even do it now that I'm on the spot. But I'm like, what kind of fake ass shit is that? Who does that? I mean, lots of people do it, but I always think it's bullshit when they start doing it. Yeah, trying to sound tough, right? Rebel does it too. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, do y'all know? Do y'all not see how like racist that is? But you know, yeah, yeah. Maybe Rebel fell asleep. I don't know. His chat has died. Are we all banned in there? Let me see if he's blocked me. I doubt he has. Yeah, that would be a no. Oh, they call it code switching. Is that the politically correct term for it? I call it a black sin. Dude, Joy spent $3,000 on a new violin, and she is a whole new person. Okay, yeah, I saw her playing the violin the other day. She did look really happy doing it. I hope she doesn't like smash it and burn it in the backyard like she did that guitar. Um, I know. Let me see. I don't know how she does it. I used to be a night owl when I was younger, but I cannot manage it anymore. Good job. It's good morning here when she's on. Yeah, yeah. Especially when she goes for like hours and hours. Like sometimes I'll catch her like in the middle. She'll go on like in the middle of my work day, and I'll go from 4 or 5 hours to the end of work, and then home, and then dinner, and then shower, and then whatever else, and then it's like time to go to bed, and she's still going, and I just have to go to sleep. Let's see, Richard Chi says, I don't think I've ever said a single word in this chat before. Well, then you, sir, are probably not blocked. But I bet if you were to type a single word in his chat, you would be immediately blocked. And I think that would be fucking hilarious. Especially if you did it when he's spurging out. She was playing violin incredibly well the other night. Yeah, from what I saw, I was like, wow, she's actually got a talent. Um, I don't know why she's so angry. She's just angry at the world. She's Rebel's age, right? She's like early 30s. Let's see, Green Eyes, she covers all the time zones. Yes, Sheila, she does. Um, yeah, that's why I just don't bother. Let's see, if I was in the UK, I wouldn't be able to stay up all night. I'd fall asleep. Yep. Yep. Did Rebel go live? No. Just Ryan up church. That's all. Ugh, that guy. She's not angry anymore. Well, did she meet a new guy? I know she was like really upset at a guy. Like, she was like on the hate all men forever train there for a while. I, you know what? Next time she goes live, oh, sugar grits, right? She's got some outside help. Well, maybe next time I'll apologize for offending her, and maybe she won't block me. See what she's all about. Manual override, right. Hey, Cheryl M., how are you doing? We're just, well, we were checking out Rebel's chat because he's got me blocked and I can't say anything or type anything, so I just decided I would go live and put it on up there and take a look at it. Let's see. No, since she got her Florida driver's license and new violin, she's been good. Maybe she's just one of those. Maybe she gets stressed out. You're welcome, Cheryl. Maybe she gets stressed out, when she's got like stressful shit to deal with or whatever, and she just lashes out. Mm-hmm. I don't know what her story is, but does she work? Does anybody know? I mean, she's got to be making money somehow. I figure she probably works like in the service industry or something. Food and beverage, maybe. I don't know. Oh, she's a bartender. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, hey, she works. She probably gets good tips. Obviously, if she spent $3K on a violin. Gotcha. Cool. Well, that's cool. That's cool. But, yeah. Motherfucker, it's already fucking hot out here. God dog. Fucking sun's not even up yet. Oof. I'm sick of this shit. I got a new lock I need to put on the gate. And I've got one Voodoo wants me to put on the back door. And then I need to go to the grocery store to get my lunch stuff for the week at work. I cooked a bunch of meat yesterday, grilled out on the grill for my lunch this week, but there's a couple things I want to do, and then of course dinner for tonight. I got to figure out. I think I'm gonna grill some salmon. Well, that'll be for myself. I have to get. She doesn't like salmon. I have to get like mahi mahi or orange roughy or something like that for her, and grill that for dinner. Probably make some couscous or something with it. And I got to do my laundry and clean my bathroom. And that's about it. Most of it's inside work, so just stay the fuck out of the heat. Let's see. Sheila said she does it because she pisses off the old bleeds that diligently record every second. The weirdos, yeah. Yeah. I don't blame her. Hope she fills their hard drives up. Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. So anyways, yeah, I've got a nice boring day of living life to do. Y'all up to anything good, bad, and different today? Well, that and surf the tubes for anything interesting to listen to. The Dallas Cowboys suck. They can't even win a fucking preseason game. I didn't bother to watch. There's no point. Just have a ham salad in that heat, yeah. Avoiding the heat as much as possible, yep. You see that, God? We're hot and we're tired. Can you give us a break? Just a break. It's really all we need. We're cooking down here. It's it's a little warm, you know. I don't know if he listens to me or not, but yeah, yeah, avoiding the heat as much as possible. You know. Yeah, Voodoo, she wants to buy a pool for the house, and I've been able to talk her out of it the last couple of years, but this summer I've been like, why didn't I just say yes? Ugh, I don't know. I mean, I feel like why go through all the trouble of a pool when I can just go take a cold shower 3, 4 times a day? Yeah, we have air conditioning, but we don't smoke in the house, so we spend a lot of time outside, you know, and so and the patio is enclosed, but it's only enclosed with screen. It's not like glassed in. And if it was glassed in, then you wouldn't want to smoke in it because that basically would just keep it all in the house, you know. And so, yeah, I know, sugar crits. I know it's to me. So we're remodeling this house, right? And the idea is to finish remodeling it and sell it. I think you get a better value and your money is better spent if you're going to move and you're going to buy the house that you're like the last house of your life, right? I think it's better if we just wait and get the pool that way rather than rather than have a pool put in this one. I mean, that's the way I feel. But and I, you know, listen, she's the financial brain behind everything. That's just the way it seems to me. But you know, and obviously she deep down inside agrees. But yes, it's fucking hot. It would be nice to have a very large, clean puddle to dive into in the backyard when it's hot like this. But at the end of the day, it just, you know, it's probably it's probably better for us to wait and sell this house and go get one that's you know, that's got a pool. Yeah, Connie Blues. Yeah, same thing with no smoking indoors. Yeah, yeah, same here. I mean, yeah, I smell like Marlboro Reds and Bedhead shampoo products. Um, See if you're selling soon, you might as well wait. Yeah, that's the way I feel about it, Sugar Crits. I think that's just a better choice, you know. Um, Green Eyes, yours is going up for sale. Y'all are moving. Okay. Well, good luck. I doubt y'all have the problems that we have with it. Well, I mean, North Texas is like, you know, it's just it's a difficult market. It's a real difficult market. I mean, we're looking to buy land and either build on the land or find land that has settlement around it that's not growing into it necessarily, um, but not neighborly close around it. You know what I mean? Like we want some space. So you know, who knows? We might end up. I mean, my old man lives up in Oklahoma. We may end up going up there. I don't know. We'll see. See what happens because she can work from home. So, but god damn, pardon my French. Well, that's good. Yeah, Sheila. Voodoo used to live over there, and I mean, she said the same thing about the weather. Is like it's usually never like the heat's not like it is here. Um, Unless it was indoors, yeah, yeah. And I mean, if it was indoors, then you kind of just wouldn't need it. I mean, it's kind of pointless in my opinion. But I mean, we could take the boat out to the lake, and I could go down by the dam, and we could jump in by the dam because that's the only place in the entire lake that the water's going to be below 80 degrees. But it seriously, if you were to go to the beaches on the lake right now, near the house, uh, and get in the water, it's like getting into a hot bath. It's been so fucking hot. No, the only mention Connie Blues that he ever made of that was like in reference to the community lying to other people about that, right? So it's like he did mention it, but he mentioned it from like the perspective that he mentions it on his channel, right? Like, oh, they tried to say that the GoFundMe and the brain's aneurysm was fake and blah blah blah. But we had already seen those videos, and like, I don't know, Brett and Andrew, and I think maybe Tonic from time to time would take a visit back to those videos and stuff, and we would see him and be like, yeah, he's fucking lying his ass off. Yeah, of course he lied. He fucking lies about every fucking thing. Um, but yeah, that's how he mentioned it to us. But and I know I haven't read. I've only read like what from the Turtle Boy blogs or Kate blogs or whoever's blogs. I think Brett posted a link to them not too long ago, and that was the first I had sought, like, actually sought out some time to sit down and read some of it. And I think Voodoo went through and read quite a bit of it. But this is after February, however long it's been. It's only been like a few months, I think, since he posted that stuff. But again, yeah, we read it. He was so full of shit, so fucking full of shit. Um, I think that's one of the reasons why he's so fucking pissed off and frustrated is because he's got nowhere else on the internet to turn to try to grift money. Um, and frankly, there's I don't see it as bullying, and I don't see it as stalking. I don't remember who said it the other day, but these fucking people that cry on the internet about this kind of shit. You don't get to go and seek out all of these places, or go even on your own channel and be putting people's names on a list and be talking shit about people without giving them a chance to rebut or to defend themselves, and then claim that you're being stalked or bullied or harassed. That's complete fucking bullshit, in my opinion. you know and if an entire group of people has you cornered, and they're all pointing their fingers at you, pointing out your shitty fucking behavior, you don't get to claim that they've somehow committed all of these crimes against you when you're the one that put yourself in that fucking situation. And there's just no getting around that, you know. And the law sees it in the same light. It's like it's sort of like a criminal trespass here in the United States, right? You know, a criminal trespass doesn't necessarily go on your record. Like, your name is going to be put in a database, by the police. It's basically a ticket, that says that you can't go back to, like, say, this in particular 7-Eleven. And you keep going back to that 7-Eleven and keep going back to that 7-Eleven, and they keep telling you and calling the police and telling the police that this motherfucker keeps coming back and he won't stop coming back, and he keeps getting the police called on him. He keeps getting tickets until finally he ends up in jail. And you don't at that point get the chance to be like, oh, they're bullying me and they're harassing me, blah, blah, because you keep fucking going back to some place that you're not fucking wanted. I mean, that's just that's it. And that's why I say that even though 95% of the bullshit with a little bit of truth that he has sprinkled in there that he spouts off about, the angriest that he gets is about two things that I see: people telling him to get a job and people telling him to get off the internet. And like I said, my opinion is that shit about the internet goes back to his mother when he was very, very, very young, or possibly his grandmother was getting frustrated with him and telling him to get off the internet, and there was a big blow up. Probably he got his ass beat over it. And that's exactly why Ellen slapped the fuck out of him that day on that live stream, telling him to get off the internet. So, maybe for once he should heed their advice. I don't think he should leave the internet entirely. We wouldn't have anything to point and laugh at if he did. But you certainly don't get to cry victim when you are the victimizer. So fuck him. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, I think so too, Richard Cheese. I think so too, that Ellen only puts up with it because she gets free weed out of it. Yeah. And I think too that it wouldn't surprise me, and it'd be funny as hell if it's true that he really did go flatten his own fucking tire without thinking about a way to air it back up so that he and Ellen could have the car. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but that would just crack me the fuck up. He is such an idiot. And I could see Ellen getting pissed off at him, for being such a dumb fuck. And like Sugar Crit said about him saying that the lug nuts are glued on. Well, Rebel, if the lug nuts are glued on, all you got to do is walk down to Home Depot or the hardware store and get you a can of lacquer thinner and pour lacquer thinner all over the lug nuts. They should come right off. Don't smoke while you're doing it. Do not smoke while you're doing that. Sick of paying for power steering fluid. Yeah, no shit, right? Power steering pumps leak, Rebel. That's what they do. Yeah. Somebody from the community must have gotten into that car, turned it on by hot wiring it, and turned the wheel really, really hard to the left and really, really hard to the right, over and over and over and over again for countless hours to make the power steering pump start leaking fluid. Yeah. You guys are so debaucherous. His idea of an oil change is just topping off the oil once a week. Yep. Bye, Clown, and everyone else. Off, Clown. Stay cool. Best. Love you. I will do that, Sheila. I will take several cold showers today, I'm sure. And thank you for stopping by. And we will talk to you soon. Everybody, Sheila is a very, very good friend. and she's a very nice lady, and she deals with internet fuckery as well, for no good reason other than people want to be pieces of shit on the internet. So, but yeah, Sheila's good peeps. Green Eyes says good night or good day, one or the other. Yeah, his idea of an oil change is topping off the oil once a week. Well, technically, Richard, that is kind of an oil change. I mean, it leaks out, you put it back in, you know. That's kind of a change. It's funny that, he talks about the environment and shit. Meanwhile, that car is fucking leaking oil all over the place. Right. Oh my God, these Mother's Day flowers are, poisonous to the environment. There could be poison in them, polluting and blah, blah, blah. And he's got power steering fluid and fucking oil and probably transmission fluid, if there's any fluid even left in the transmission, leaking all over the fucking parking lot and into the water table. But yeah, Andrew is, he's poisoning the environment. Just trying to send some Mother's Day flowers to Ellen. That was comedy gold. Comedy gold. It was actually sad. It wasn't meant to be comedy, but it turned out that way. Probably burning oil since it's never been changed. Yeah, more than likely. White smoke coming out of the tailpipe. Or black smoke, I can't remember which. Been quite a while since I've had that problem, knock on wood. But, yeah. No. I don't know. Federal crimes. Guys, we need to come up with something for when we all get the good news is, if we do end up going to federal prison, we may end up in there with Trump, and Trump may make some serious changes. Maybe commissary will be, like up to Trump standards. Maybe there'll be a little more rec time. Maybe we'll get to spend a little more time out in the yard. We might get like actual pillows. You know what I mean? Instead of having to use a roll of toilet paper for extra cushion. Yeah, we can exchange contraband. That's true. This is completely true. The cost of collect calls may go down, right? That'd be something that Trump would probably advocate for. Reduced sentences. See, there's an inside angle to this too, right? Because Trump technically could be elected president while serving time. If we get in good with Trump in federal prison, that means we could all get pardoned. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll have to work on that too. Trump would totally. I think Trump would like us. I don't think Trump would view us in the same light as, say, Rebel does. I think Trump would embrace us, and foster a welcoming, community, and would probably pardon a lot of us. I don't know. All we have is hope, because we're all facing a lot of time behind bars, according to Rebel. My lawyer said that he said that these reparations for Connie are not only going to affect me They are going to affect the entire state of Texas. So, yeah, be prepared, Texas. Your taxes are fixing to go up because we are going to pay for his mother's new house and his lifestyle. Um, yeah, yeah. It's not looking good, guys. It's really not. It's not looking good at all. Um, yeah, we're. I hate to say it, we're fucked. He's got us dead to rights. Uh, yeah. While I'm out on bond, they've already started garnishing my wages on my paycheck for the reparation fund, suing Joe Rogan for stealing his views. Look, I seen Joe Rogan do it. I seen Joe Rogan straight up steal Connie's views. It's ridiculous. Connie, he can't even he can't even leave his live stream running so that he can go to the dispensary without um, Joe Rogan sneaking in and stealing his views. Um, Joe Rogan, he's got that shiny bald head. You know what I mean? You can you can oil that sucker up, and he will just. It's like a. You ever seen one of those really cute kittens like get into a jar or something, and you're like, how the fuck did that cat get in that jar? That's like Joe Rogan and Connie's views. He just slithers his way in there, and the next thing you know, he's got all the views. Rebels just Rebel just gets fucked over like that. Honey, I'll send you money to get on the fourth list. He didn't put you on the fourth list? That list is so long I can't even read it. Um, Rogan schemes against Connie all day in Discord. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I know I say I'm not in Discord, but that's actually a lie. I am in Discord. I'm in Joe Rogan's Discord. Um, and I'm also in Joe Biden's Discord as well. There's a bunch of people named Joe. That Joe Walsh. I'm in Joe Walsh's Discord. Um, Joe Satriani. Um, I can't think of anybody else named Joe. All the Joes, yes, all the Joes. Mhm. See, yeah, all the Joes, all the Discords. Yes. Joey Bags, and Joey Bags Discord as well. Uh, Katie's screen name in Discord is actually Joe. Yep, G.I. Joe. That's right. Cup of Joe. Uh, Cup of Joe. See, I'm in his Discord too. Um, well, Concrete Blonde sang that song, Joey. Um, he is so in love with Katie, it's not even funny. He absolutely is in love with Katie. Like, I swear, if Katie and Steph were to both, like, troll him by coming on to him separately, you, the, you'd see it. You'd see a changed. You'd see a changed Rebel for a time. It would be hilarious. I hate that I even said it out loud. I should have said it in their discords. Yeah, that would be so fucking funny. Like those two. They literally flood Rebel's basement. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hang on, guys. I'm going to go pour me another cup of coffee. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Jesus. Went from 11 down to 7. I just for a cup of coffee. What is Rebel doing? Is he live on another channel or something? That chat is dead. Let me see. Let's see what's going on the tubes. Let's see. One watching, and I am that one. Maybe we can wake him up here. Let's see if this will stir him. This is all I can do, guys. This was bothering the shit out of him yesterday. I was doing this last night. He was like, that's gotta be Stella or so-and-so. And who's doing that? I can't tell if they're laughing at me or laughing with me. I can assure you, buddy, anytime you see this right here, it's me, and that's Morse code for party. You are having a shitty life, and we are totally laughing our asses off at you because you are such a little baby. You won't unblock me from your chat. That's Morse code. Oh, also, this is Morse code for get a job. 100, 100, 100, laugh, 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 party, get a job. See, that's how that works, buddy. Anyhow, yeah. Yeah, Sugar Crits. I was wondering how long I was going to have to sit there and keep pushing that motherfucker. It was like 10 minutes or something. My thumb was getting tired. And then I went to some other stream. Yeah, he did. He tried to claim he was hitting it himself. He was like, oh, they're probably thinking Connie's doing it himself. Yeah, no. We know you're not doing it yourself. It was us. And we are not laughing with you. We're laughing at you. Always at you. Don't forget, always laughing at you. Oh, okay, so there is something that gets said that I do want to be put out on, since I don't get to say it anywhere else. This claim that if he were to get a job, that it would get ruined by people in the community is complete and total bullshit. I've heard Shelly say it. I've heard that dumb fuck drunk Diablo's vegans say it. I've heard Rebels say it. I've heard a few other people say it. That is complete fucking bullshit. There are a lot of us who well, here, I won't even speak for a lot of us. I'll speak for myself. I personally, I don't call his mom. I don't call her Section 8 housing. I don't do any of that shit. You know, I don't send stuff to his house. I just talk shit to his face right here on fucking YouTube. That's it. Right? If I found out that he had a job and where he worked, I would not call his fucking employer. I would say good on him for finally fucking getting a job. But every one of those people, well, especially Shelly, and she knows better. That's kind of what sticks in my craw about it. She should know better. You can't be saying if this, if that. He has not crossed that bridge. Rebel, you have not crossed that bridge. You cannot read the future. Stop it. That's complete fucking bullshit. You have no fucking idea what would fucking happen if you were to go get a job other than your mom might see a reduction in her benefits. And you know what that means? That means your fucking sorry ass needs to go get a goddamn job and get the fuck out from under her skirt. That's what that fucking means. So stop it with that fucking nonsense. BTC, I don't think anyone calls their housing. They treat the program people like shit. I believe that 100%, Sugar Crits. Let's see. Richard Cheese says if he left YouTube and got a job, people will forget about him after a week and not know where he worked. Yeah. And he doesn't even have to leave YouTube. Just go get a job. I mean, goddamn. He would have to resist doxing his work. He can't. Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. But yeah, that excuse that oh he would go get a job and then people would ruin it for him. Nah, fuck that. Nah, that's bullshit. That's complete fucking bullshit. No, I'm not even gonna address Diablo's gaskets over that because he's just a drunk idiot. He doesn't know what the fuck he's saying. I mean, he's threatening to kill people for Rebel, for crying out loud. He needs to sober up and clear his head. That's what he needs to do. But Shelly, you know better. And Rebel, nobody's buying that bullshit. I mean, we all know you're going to say it a million more fucking times, but nobody's buying that shit. Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah, and then right, and then Ellen turns around and leaves and goes and gets clothes or goes and gets her nails done and that kind. Well, she can't lately because apparently the car, right? But we know that she's called him before that she's about to be home and he better have the kitchen cleaned up and that kind of shit while he's live. And yeah, so no, we know that's complete bullshit. Sugar Crits. They both leave the house without each other or did. Uh, and as much as I like the troll that he thinks that his Galaxy S8 is bugged. I mean, we know all this without, just like Corrosive says, we know all this without actually bugging his home. So, I mean, but yeah, he's more than welcome to keep claiming that the laptop and the phone and the can light above his head, that poor, lonely, stoic can light is bugged. I mean, it probably is bugged. I think there might be a dead roach in it. But yeah. I fear for the day that Rebel finds out that those black plastic bags that you get from the corner store, some of those are police drones. They're meant to be camouflage amongst all the trash. And you can buy those drones off of Amazon. They're very cheap. The reason they're so cheap is because they're very easily blown away. You have to do some calculations, wind, velocity, direction, that kind of thing when you launch them. But yeah, for a short period, they can pick up audio, they can deliver video. It's very arbitrary and capricious at times, but yes, I fear for the day when Rebel finds out about those. I've been burned out for 2 years. Y'all are gonna make me wake up Star. Oh my god, she's gonna be so mad when she comes out here too. Oh, that is fucking hilarious. I love that sock and I love that avatar. I've been burned out for 2 years. I want to give whoever that is a sincere thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have made my day. Oh my god, that is fucking hilarious. Can I pin that? I don't even know. How do I? There's gotta. Yes, I can. I think it says message pinned. Did I pin it? Wait, that wasn't the pin. I wanted to put it. Oh, I can't put it on the screen. But I can pin it in the chat, so I pinned it in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, I understand, man. You get burned out. It gets rough and it gets monotonous, doesn't it? You know, always, always being on. You know, it. There's no balance there. It's either off or on, off or on. You know, it's all or nothing. It's a tough life, very tough life. You know, you're either making a connection or you're not. You know, the screaming in the house. That's probably the vibrations are probably what caused the filament inside of you to weaken and eventually break. You know, the spoon rattling. Yeah. Yeah. I've been wondering what happened to the measuring cup as well. Um, we haven't heard the. We haven't heard. Oh, I think Brett said it was on the other a while back, not too long ago. There was the clanking, but that doesn't mean that it was the. That doesn't mean that it was the measuring cup. Mm. Yeah, cigarette and weed smoke. Yeah, that can actually make the lens, dim. It gets that buildup on it. If you don't get up there and wipe it off, that bulb can't shine as bright, you know. And Rebel, he could literally, he could be working on changing his life. He could be getting cheered on by quite a few people, and he could literally be taking these baby steps and slowly but surely be basking in the sunlight of the spirit of the burned out bulb. And yet he chooses not to, you know. Runs out of coffee by the 15th of every month. Well, he's not out because I believe it was yesterday morning, he was making coffee. Let's see, Richard Chise said yesterday that he might need a new phone. Yeah, he says the Galaxy S8 that we gave him is bugged. Yeah. I come from the 5A community, so I am going to plead the fifth on that one. I'm not going to say one way or the other. For obvious reasons. But yeah. Can't confirm or deny that. But yeah, he may need a new phone. Who knows? Right? He needs 6 devices. He's got 5 right now. But the more devices, the better. Always better. Yeah. I don't know. Nobody would want to take his job if he got one. I'd support him if he did. Well, be careful what you say there, Connie Blues, because he thinks that would mean that you're going to give him extra money on top of the money that he's earning. I would morally support him if he did, yes, but I would not financially support him whatsoever. 6 devices and eats beef for most meals. He's poor. Yeah, no shit, right? I eat beef a lot too. Protein is good for you, regardless of what these feminazi pan vegans say. Yeah, I mean, that's what's wrong with their brains. Is there's no protein. Um, like your brain, I don't know, does something with the protein and it like helps you be smart and shit. But yeah, man cannot live on veggies alone. No, I just support him being employed. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Connie Blues, right? It's crazy to me that people still give him money. His life has literally gotten worse from people handing him money over the years. It's clearly not helping anything. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. And I don't know if it's ever been verified or not. And I can't remember who said it the other day, but somebody said it somewhere that he is getting a check himself. And I know it's been said in the past, and like I said, I don't know if it's actually verified, but that wouldn't surprise me. You know, that really wouldn't surprise me. Or it wouldn't surprise me if his mother is actually his carer and she gets a little extra money for him. Um, but that would mean that he's got some kind of diagnosis, and that would mean that he has access to some kind of health care. So I don't know. You know, I don't know. Every signaling molecule in the brain is made from cholesterol. That's why cholesterol drugs can create brain fog, right? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I actually take a cholesterol in is it called an inhibitor, sugar crits? I'm not sure. Because I take lisinopril for high blood pressure. Um, it runs in my family and like really prevalently in my family, and uh, the last few years I've been put on. I think I take the generic, but I think it's called Crestor for cholesterol. But I eat like shit and I smoke like a freight train. So, but yeah, I do. I eat a lot of protein, uh, burgers, hot dogs. That's an alpha reductase inhibitor. Different process. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm stupid all on my own. Like, I don't need to. I mean, y'all know that. I don't need to. I don't need any help being done. Oh yeah, that's right. See, Green Eyes she's got knowledge in this stuff too, because she's really really smart, and eats meat. Shocker. Yeah. Yeah. If, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I need to talk to my high serum cholesterol. See, if I was doing, I don't think I can do a regular. I can't do a regular panel from this. Can I? I don't think so. Yeah, well, let me do it. Well, anyways, maybe one of these days I'll do a. If anybody feels like coming up, I'll do just a panel where we just get around and bullshit about being old and our um, medical stuff, like non-doxing, whatever. But yeah, ever since I've been like 21 years old, 20 or 21, I would go to the doctor and they'd be like, "Why is your blood pressure so high?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then finally it got to a point where it was like, okay, you need to be on medication or you're going to have a heart attack or a stroke. And I was like, well, I don't want to do that. So yeah, you know. But yeah. Well, I'm glad the little fella could finally get some rest. He's you know, I could be wrong, but he seems to take a harder okay. Yeah, that'll work, Green Eyes. Send it to Voodoo on WhatsApp. Um What was I going to say? See, I told you I didn't need any dietary help being stupid. I was going to say something. Oh, well. Maybe it'll come back to me. Must not have been important. But, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Sugar Crits. Yeah, he seems to take it harder on the weekends, like when everybody's got time to go live and really go to bat at him. And, you know, the weekends seem to be rougher for Rebel than the weekdays. I've noticed. So it's important that he gets his rest, you know. But yeah. Saturday and Sunday can be pretty rough for old Rebs. But I don't really give a shit. Fuck him. He needs his rest so we can just play with him harder. He gets more mad when people are having fun and not talking about him. Yeah, that's true. He does have a busy schedule. Very busy. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to run several socks, chat in your own chat to yourself, have a conversation with yourself, watch 2 other live streams about you at the same time, deal with Ellen, play with Ecamm, and plot where your next pack of cigarettes and joint is going to come from, make coffee, and sit underneath that burned out can light. Yes, it's probably more than most of us would bother with. I don't understand why he claims to hate Mondays. How's it different than any other day for him? It's not. I mean, and I don't know why he does either. Very meaningful. Yeah, his life is very meaningful. And he doesn't understand why it's so full of hate. Yeah, I mean, I've never had a problem with a pharmacist. You know what I mean? Like, I've never... Like, when I take my vehicle to places, like, I don't... I usually do a lot of the work myself. But, like, with the truck I have now, I haven't changed the oil myself on it one time. I've been taking it for few years now. I've been taking it to Firestone and letting them do it. I let them do my inspection, and I let them do my oil. But, you know, I mean, I have them try to upsell me with shit that I know I don't need, and I just tell them, you know, I know I don't need that, and I spit a little knowledge back at them, like when they tell me that my rotors need to be turned. I say, oh, really? And they say, yeah. And I say, well, why do you say that? And they'll say, oh, well, you know, they're getting too thin. And I say, oh, you measured them? And they'll say, yeah. And then I'll go, oh, okay, well, let's go take a look. And meanwhile, they don't realize that I have a 6-inch pair of dial calipers and know how to read them in my pocket. And I also know what the top of the tolerance is and the bottom of the tolerance is on my rotors, because I used to be a machinist and I'm not an idiot. And I go out there and I put the calipers on them and I go, well, they're 867 thousandths thick, and the book says I can go down to 790 thousandths thick. So now that you got all 4 wheels off, let's check all 4 of them, because the rears tend to be different than the fronts, you know. And then they just kind of give up. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. Could you go ahead and just like finish my oil change or my tires or whatever the fuck it was, and, you know, I'll just be out of your hair and go on my way. I don't feel the need to yell at them and tell them that I'm going to take them down via the internet or whatever, because I'm a fucking dumbass. I don't know. You know, it's something my old man told me a long time ago. You know, you tend to get more flies with honey, because I used to be a dickhead with all of that shit. I used to like really like put people in their place because it made me feel good about myself.
because by God, I'm Bedtime Clown and I know way more than you do. And how dare you even fucking question what the fuck I want and when I want it, where I want it, and how I want it. And, I'm just not like that anymore. And, I mean, my old man's right. Everybody I've ever heard say that is right. You catch more flies with honey than you do. Because I used to be like, well, who wants to catch flies? Well, the problem is, flies aren't going away. So, that's just the bottom line. There's always going to be flies. No, I don't accuse them of making my rotors thinner, and I don't go around and, you know, say that people are committing federal crimes by driving my truck while I'm asleep and unnecessarily braking excessively by wearing down my pads and my rotors and shit. You know, that to me is it's pretty ridiculous. But you know, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy, right? My mother, she needs her. My mom needs meds too, but I've never gone to a Walgreens or whatever, and well, Sugar Crits, how people, they'll ride their brakes. You can tell when they're driving with 2 feet. No offense to people that drive with 2 feet, but if you're driving with 2 feet and you don't have a standard, like a clutch, then you possibly, if you'll just sit back and notice, you may be accidentally pushing on your brake pedal, and that will prematurely wear your brakes down. Just FYI. Yeah, I'll get her too when she gets up. Green Eyes. I'll have her holler at you. Nerd says, at my age, if someone asks me if 2 + 2 = 5, I say, yep, you are correct. It sure is. Yep. Nerd strikes me as the type of person who is comfortable and stable enough to let people be wrong. You can get to a point in your life where you can just let people be wrong. You're right. That's all you need to know. There's a bug on my laptop. It's an actual bug. It's got legs and antennae. I didn't smash it or anything. I let it crawl on my finger and then I let it go. Yeah. It's probably not listening to me, anyways. But yeah, I can't imagine, going to the pharmacist and just talking all that shit to the pharmacist and, oh, so you're gonna discriminate against my mother and blah blah. Is it just me or does Connie do like the worst audits? You know what I mean? Like they are the worst audits. Like I was giving Sancho a little bit of shit for being boring in his Sharon police audit, but now I look back on it and I'm like, yeah, actually that was probably like maybe not a model audit, but it wasn't it wasn't a bad audit. You know what I mean? Like Connie's audits are terrible, just terrible. Especially if you're going like to audit the grocery store with your mom and then like you putting a bunch of shit in your pocket that you don't plan on paying for, and then when you get busted, you're like putting the stuff back on the shelves and like running out of there really quick. Like that's a really terrible audit, in my opinion. I don't know. You know, I have stolen before. I have absolutely stolen. One time, well, I have not seen that one, Sugar Crits. Andrew was saying that the other day on somebody's panel that did happen. So, I mean, Andrew doesn't have a reason to lie. So, I mean, it wouldn't shock me, But one time, I had bought this. I had bought this water heater for my grandparents' house to replace it, and this was back in like 2003 or something. And they lived on a fixed income and all of that, and so I thought it was. Hang on, Connie Blues. I'll get to that in a second. Uh, well, no, he didn't. He didn't say that he had stolen anything. Um, it was mainly just sob stories, and how everybody else was to blame for all of him and his mom's problems. But so yeah, I'd gone and bought this water heater from Home Depot, and I got it to my grandparents. I drained and took their old one out, and put the new one in, sweated the fittings in and everything, and turned it on, and was filling it up, and it was leaking. Uh, hey, Mama Rat. Woke up early this morning. Voodoo's still asleep. I was in bed, but it's a long story. I'll tell you in a minute. Anyways, and it was leaking. It was leaking from the drain valve, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I shut off the water supply to the heater, and drained it, obviously. And I'm like, why the fuck is it leaking? And I unscrewed the, it was screwed down tight. The drain valve was, and so I unscrewed it, and it had a flat rubber gasket washer that was supposed to seal up against the inside of inside of the exterior of the tank. Well, I guess at the factory, maybe the machine that like screws those things in, maybe it was like screwing them a little too tight, and it had created a ring in the middle of that gasket from it being tightened too tight, which was causing it to leak. Well, fuck. It's like 8:30 on a Saturday night, And so I drive back up to the Home Depot, and I'm thinking, because they sell, I think it was a Rheem, that's RHEEM brand water heater. I go up there, and I'm looking in the plumbing section, because I'm thinking, well, I'm going to be able to find another one of these, washers. Nah. And no, we don't sell those. You'll have to get that from the manufacturer. I said, I've already got the fucking heater installed. This is an elderly couple, blah, blah, blah. Well, we don't sell those. I said, you sell the heater, but you don't sell the parts for the heater? No, you have to get that through the manufacturer. I was like, for fuck's sakes. So the guy walks off. And I'm standing there in front of the fucking 3 display water heaters. And I bend down and I unscrew the fucking drain valve from the display water heater that's the same model. And I look at the rubber washer, and it doesn't have that ring in it. So I just took that motherfucker and put the goddamn drain valve back on it and fucking went on my way. I was like, fuck that, man. That's justified right there. And if they want to charge me 50 cents for that motherfucker as I walk out of here, and even criminally trespass me for that, go right the fuck ahead, you fucking pieces of shit. So, anyways. Yeah, Mama Rat. All right, Green Eyes. Well, I'm glad you came in. Good to see you all. We always enjoy having you. I'm sorry, Voodoo's still asleep. Mama Rat, it was super hot here yesterday, and I went to bed at early at like 7:30. I just couldn't fucking take it anymore, and she obviously stayed up a little later, and then I woke up at like 2:30 and couldn't go back to sleep, so I decided I'd go live, and got some peeps in here with me, and that's what's going on. You need a wrench. What the fuck? Why does it do that? It's not letting me. Oops. Oh, I gotta scroll down, duh. Yeah, I'm an idiot. See? But yeah, that fucking water heater, that washer, I was so fucking mad. and the thing is like I'll go measure other shit and look at other stuff that I possibly could use. But yeah, there was nothing. There was nothing. That thing was like a specific. It wasn't 1 inch in diameter. It wasn't 3/4 inch in diameter. It was like, I don't know, like, you know, 27/64 or some shit. It was some ridiculous fucking bullshit size, and everything was either too thin or it was too thick, and I was just like, fuck this, dude. I'm just gonna go fucking take it off the goddamn display, and that's what I did. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, fuck them. You're gonna be number one on the list. Yeah. He can leave me on. As far as I'm concerned, I could be the only one on the list. I don't care. I think he needs more people on the list, personally. I think the more people he puts on that list, the more he spreads all of our names and channels and all of that shit, the better off for all of us. Yeah, yeah. Hang on, guys. I gotta let Abby out. Come on, sugar. Come on. There you go. Okay, let the dog out. Yeah, star number 2. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Federal crimes, baby. How many felonies can we commit? How many felonies? Yeah, and did they Connie Blues? Every time I make a fucking a community post about him or something, my subs go down. And I don't know if it's like him unsubscribing from his socks or what it is. Richard Cheese and I we were both at like 300, 305 for a while, and his kept going up and then mine started going back down. I was like, well, fuck. But yeah, oh yeah, here Sugar Crits. I'll uh, I'll make Sugar Crits a mod, and then I'll make Connie Blues a mod, and y'all can post links for our other people. Because I got friends from other communities that'll come in here. They don't. You're welcome. They don't know the whole story. We don't go around to other channels and talk about him much other than when he comes in. If he comes in and shows his ass, then we'll talk about him. But other than that, we don't mix them like that. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. But yeah. See, he's making. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, he. And some of those people, like, they don't realize or know that he's, literally innocuous. He's inert. But yeah, I get why people, get pissed off because he's, tagging them. I wished he would tag somebody like Save Robbie, who would just go absolutely crazy on him, or Alicia Clare. That would be fucking phenomenal. But Alicia's got too much class. She won't. That's totally punching down for her. She wouldn't do that. Maybe, I don't know. But I would love to see somebody like Alicia get a hold of him. I think that would be funny as fuck. Yeah, he is hard to explain to normal people. Well, and probably with like the drunk supporter and the fucking the some of the other fucking people, you know, go into their respective channels and communities talking about all of us or whatever, then yeah, I mean, you get subs that way too. I don't even know that it's so much hate watchers or hate or whatever, but you know, I think it's just people just standing back and listening and trying to get an understanding of what everybody's talking about. I can only listen to Connie and Soul Company. My son snubs his nose at it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't play it for anything. Well, plus you never know what he's gonna say. I mean, it's not like some of these other podcasters or creators where somebody could hear you listening to it or whatever, and it's something that they could identify with or whatever. They'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" He thinks he's had it bad on the internet, but Andrew and drama trolls take it easy on him compared to Music Biz Marty or the 4chan. Yeah, 4chan for sure. I never really got into Music Biz Marty, so I don't know a whole lot about him.
That was quick, baby.
Sorry guys, that was a quick trip for the dog. Yeah, I never really got into Music Biz Marty, so I don't know a whole lot about him. But yeah, 4chan for sure. Well, hell, I mean, Shani and Rev, look at them. And then I think all of us kind of mix with Von Helton and oh, what's his name? Emo and fuck, there's another one. Oh, Cyrex. I don't really know a lot about Cyrex, but I've seen, I just can't look at Cyrex. Just the look of him makes me just turn away. I hate to be like that, but sorry, I'm that way. Green Eyes said, I've sent Voodoo 2 video. Oh, thanks, Green Eyes, appreciate it. Randy, yeah, emo howling wolf, yeah. Marty has about 2,000 trolls that follow him consistently. That's a lot of trolls, man. Oh shit, that's a whole lot of trolls. Now, okay, so is Music Biz Marty, is this the Marty Walsh that Ellen talks about? Or is that somebody else? Because I don't know anything about that bullshit. Oh, somebody finally showed up in Rebels chat. Stand tall. Hey, Rebs. Well, stand tall if you happen to be listening over here. Tell him we said hello. Cyrex probably has green drool spots on his pillow. He grosses me out. Yeah, nerd. I don't like Cyrex. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Music Biz Marty is the main guy who trolls Cyrex. Okay. Marty Walsh is the... Oh, that's right, the mayor of Boston. That's right. I remember now. Yeah, Cyrex, I can't... Like I said, I just one look at that guy and I'm like, no, I can't do it. Thank you, Stan. BTC says hello. Appreciate that, man. I'm off to get the van finished off. Snowing dead next weekend. It's not nearly ready. Have a blessed day, and remember, it's just YouTube. These people are grifting or crazy. Seems to be no in between. Yeah, Mama Rat, you're right. And have fun, and good talking to you, and thank you for coming by. And much love from us. Voodoo's still asleep, like I said, or she'd be out here. I'm probably going to have to get off here soon because she will not appreciate me being live before she has her coffee. So, can't say I blame her. Let's see. Pretty rough green eyes. Yeah. Let's see. Stand tall, asked Rebel, what are you going to do today? I don't know. Y'all want to take a guess at what Rebs is going to do today? I'm I'm putting my money on either going to be Silenceburg or Rageburg, one or the other. Although I don't think that we've really said all that much bad stuff, have we? I mean, this hasn't been like a major shit talking fest or anything like that. At least I don't think it has. I could be wrong. It's subjective, right? All right, Amanda. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Gotta be up at 4. Yeah, that's tomorrow morning for me, Amanda. Because I know y'all are coming up on Monday, so we are just getting Sunday started, and I got to do the same thing tomorrow morning. Up at 4. Up at 4 and off to work. But thank you for coming by. Really appreciate it. Hey, Dave. How are you doing, man? How are you doing this fine morning? Yeah, Stan is cool. He said hello to Rebel for me. Hopefully he doesn't get blocked. No. Oh, you did get to watch the Cowboy game? I don't know why you bothered. Let's see. We're all spending the rest of our lives in federal prison. So, yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. I tell you, it really makes me want to escape my reality. You know, I'm going to be spending a lot of time behind bars. Star and I are going to be separated. We're probably not going to get conjugal visits. You know, so that's going to be rough. Yeah. I'm gonna have to learn to draw, because I hear they don't allow dirty pictures in there. So I'm gonna have to draw dirty pictures. Well, what do they call it for men? Like so women can like hide stuff, you know, like contraband. You know, like in a certain place, and they can do like Kegels to strengthen those muscles. But what can a man do to like stretch those muscles so that I can hide contraband? I'm probably gonna have to start doing that. Yeah, meat wallet. I've heard ouch pouch. I like the ouch pouch. We don't have those muscles. Stretch your suitcase. Unzip the extension. Like, you know how you can like you have a zipper on a suitcase and you can like unzip it and it gives it like an extra 2 inches. Prison pussy. Yeah. So I don't know. I want to Google it, but I think Google's going to think that like I'm thinking something else. And I don't want to have to sift through a bunch of videos and photographs. You know what I mean? Sometimes I wish Google like knew what the fuck I was talking about, you know? Connie's is a human being. If it ain't now, it's gonna be. Yeah. Stan asked him if he's gonna remain silent all day. He may not be awake yet. I don't know. What time is it there? It's like 6:50 and it's almost 7. He's awake. He's awake. Checked bag and carry on. Carry in. Yeah, bring your carry in. Yeah. Yeah, carry in. I hope he doesn't remain silent all day. He should express himself. He should express his feelings. Uh, you know, get it out, man. Get it out, Rebel. It's good for you. You know, I know you hear that a lot, and you know you think people are just giving it lip service, but no, it's actually good for you. You know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Probably he'll probably get up, pour himself a bowl of fruity pebbles. You know, check the check the usual suspects. You know, see if anybody's been making any sense. Uh, Possibly posting a Cash App he can get mad about. You know, I don't know. Probably have to make some coffee if he's got it. I love how hard Liz K triggers him. Liz K triggers a few people. Yeah, she's good at it. Liz K is actually good peeps. She's very down to earth. Um, yeah. And I love how he said yesterday that he didn't listen to Liz K's stream. Then, after she was on for an hour and Steph came up and he started reciting everything Steph was saying, and it's like, I thought you didn't listen to the stream, but okay. Yeah, well, all right. Yeah. Yeah, and that whole thing that they were talking about on her stream yesterday, Steph talking about September 8th or 6th or whatever it is that she's got to go to Oregon. Uh, I was thinking, I was like, she's 100% right in doing what she's doing. But I can't help but think that that creepy fucker is taking this to a jury trial, to a jury of 12 of his peers, or 8, or however many they do. And I'm thinking, Oregon is full of fucking weirdos. You know what I mean? I'm like, Steph, I don't know. I wish her all the luck in the world, though. I hope that I hope the motherfucker has some sort of. I didn't think, of course I didn't know, but I didn't think that Yoda was like that ridiculously triggered. Like when all of that shit started going down, that dude's a fucking psychopath. You know what I mean? Well, I know y'all know what I mean. Yeah. I mean, YouTube is not like a Yahoo chat room. I mean, you kind of can't be fucking around like that these days. You know what I mean? It's not 1999 anymore, guys. Let's see. Is this how it feels to not have any friends? Damn, Rebel. Now I know how it is to talk to yourself. Yoda should sell that ring to Nunzio. Okay, so I didn't really get in on the whole. Who's that fucker in Vegas Valley, and Nunzio and Angel? I mean, I know they're some of their names from other streams, but I don't really know. So was this Nunzio guy? So like Rue like took off, I guess, out of our quote unquote community, I suppose. Is that what happened? And then her and Yoda broke up, and then Rue went to Vegas Valley and then met this Nunzio guy, and then Showbell went crazy or something, and then what the fuck is, I don't even know. Is it even worth, I don't even think it's worth it. Whatever. Yeah, all trash. They seem like all trash. literally contribute nothing. And I don't even know. And by nothing, I mean nothing to society whatsoever. I mean, they must be somewhat entertaining in some form or fashion, or they wouldn't have at least 30 people in their chats, regardless of how many views their video gets after those 30 people leave. 2,000 something views, but yeah. So I don't know. Crazy. Nunzio's marriage went to shit after his wife was caught phone boning with Vegas Valley. Ew. And sending him pictures. Holy crap. Vegas Valley? So I don't know this Nunzio dude, but look, bro, if your chick is like into that kind of shit, you're better off, dude. You should have never been with. And if you're one of those guys, you need to reevaluate like your whole existence, the way you dress, the music you listen to, what cars you drive, you know, where you work. Yeah, just reevaluate your entire life, dude. Just some friendly advice. People that, I don't know. You know what they say: lie with dogs, get up with fleas. CPS drama. Yeah, no surprise there. Some of these people need to spend a day or two searching for a four-leaf clover. YouTube is interesting. Yeah, four-leaf clover. I don't. Connie could fucking slip and fall into a goddamn patch of four-leaf clovers, and it wouldn't do him any good. He left the family and moved in with Rue Acosta. Oh wow. So he just left them all. Well, she didn't even take the dick, and he left. Okay. Those are LOL calves, not quite LOL cows. Ah, so they're well on their way. Like they're off the udder, they're on the range cubes, but they're just beyond veal, I guess. Is that veal? Yeah, that's veal. Okay. Connie is a full-grown cow. Yes, he is. Well, he's more like a runt, but he is. He's definitely blossomed into. He's beyond adolescence in cowhood, but he's still the runt. And I don't know why he's got such a death wish. You know, he's got his whole life ahead of him. I don't know if anybody's told him that. He's basically got a blank slate, you know. That's why I was telling him the other day that, I mean, I couldn't tell him because he's got me blocked, but I was trying to tell him that, you know, he needs to get a job before he gets convicted of anything because, you know, they can't discriminate against him. You know what I mean? Like if he has the job before he goes to court and gets convicted of something, that way it'll be easier. And like that job application I posted for him on my community post, like he could literally fill that out. Have no experience, blah, blah, blah. Maybe put a couple of references on there. I know it would be hard. Maybe somebody would step up. I bet Tonic would step up for him. And possibly Andrew. But you know, and just start sending it to companies. You know what I mean? It won't show up in their spam email. And I mean, who knows? He could get lucky. They could be like, you know what? This guy has absolutely no experience, no nothing. That's fine. We'll start him out, you know, $15, $20 an hour, and he can do X, Y, and Z, and we'll be good with that. You know, like we used to say in the machine shops, he'll be just a warm body at the machine. And you know, a lot of his problems wouldn't necessarily be solved, but he could certainly be well on his way to solving them, and he wouldn't even have to do all that much to get it done. And, you know, some people could actually be proud of him, like his own mother, who he hates. But, you know, I don't know. Just trying to be helpful. And he's just rude and a dick. Most jobs require one thing: show up. He has no excuse. Yeah. Oh, I know they hate each other, Dave. They absolutely hate each other. But I don't think she hates him as much as he hates her. I really don't. And I wonder too, like just in an imaginary world, like what would be satisfactory for Rebel? If Rebel was like say when I worked in the elevator industry, right? I was making like $4,500 a month. Um, that's pretty good money. Uh, Full benefits, retirement, all of that good stuff. Plus, whenever we would go in and do like a renovation in a building, like we would get all the scrap. So, like, if there was a building that had all bronze, like entrance ways and entrances for the elevators, the bronze interiors, the handrails, any of the metal, we would get all of that. And bronze goes for a lot of money per pound at the scrapyard. I mean, one job we were on, each of us, when we were done with the job and we took it all in, there were six of us total that did the remodel on that. Between six of us, we each made like $10,000 in fucking scrap. I mean, so there was always those perks to the job as well. And so, like, would $4,500 a month be enough for Connie, or would he still be, you know what I mean, like sitting on there whining and crying, talking about how his life's in danger, his mother, and blah blah blah, and my dead grandmother, and how dare you talk about my dead grandmother, and people are following me, and blah blah blah. I mean, would it be enough? I doubt it. I doubt it would. Yeah, yeah, Dave. I agree. It would not be enough. Yeah, nerd. I feel that way too. Yeah, that he gets donos from people who want to piss off Andrew. Yep, sugar crits. He won't answer it. Yeah, no, he won't answer that. There's a whole lot of shit he won't answer. You know, I, I'm just not that. I remember Andrew asking me why I didn't record the conversation with him. Uh, well, it wasn't a conversation. It was him screaming at the top of his lungs at me uh, that day. I'm not in that mode. You know, maybe now I would be where I would record it, but I really wished that I would have recorded the not just the one where he was telling me to die and kill myself, but the one where he was telling us that the note that supposedly was left at his house was a lie, and that he lied about the cameras and the neighbor. That's the one I wished I had recorded, because we just played dumb on the phone. We were just like, oh, so he goes, well, that's just something I have to say. That's just something I have to say because these people, if I don't tell them, that people are coming after me, and my mother and all of that, I can prove some of the stuff, but I can't prove everything, and I have to keep that out there because it keeps them on their toes. They don't know whether or not somebody actually left a note, and I have to say that kind of stuff because then Andrew will say one thing, and then Tonic will say another thing, and then I can pit their lies against each other, and blah 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 blah. That's the one I wished I had recorded. Yeah, it absolutely was a lie. The glove is a lie. The fucking note was a lie. I'm assuming most of the car was a lie. I believe that the car is in pretty much shambles. How could it not be? Because it belongs to those two. Um, but yeah, whether it runs or not, that's a whole different story. Yeah, rant. Wait, what? Hang on, I'm kind of behind in chat. Let's see. After hearing the ice cream story, I think he might be the main reason they are ousted from the rest of the family. What's the ice cream story? I don't know about that one. Let's see. Yeah, all his life he is. Yeah, don't call him and makes him mad as hell. Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised he hasn't been choke slammed in real life the way he talks to people. You know, Sugar Crits, he very well may have. He very well may have. And that's why he continues to do it, because nobody's done it hard enough. Either that or he just runs like a pussy. One or the other. Because I've seen that before too. Well, see you, Rebel. Have a day you deserve. Well, stand tall. That, my friend, he will definitely have. Promise you that. Let's see. The random garbage bag next to his hoopty car had. Oh, yeah. There might have been a drone in there, nerd. Might have been a drone. I remember that. Connie Blues, you have a clip talking about it. Yeah. The day that he came up with that, with the note left on his, so we just got back and my mom found a note on our back patio. We talked to him that night on the phone. That night he told us it was a lie. People don't go to jail over his weak ass. Yeah, that's true too. He said when he was 5 or 6 years old on a family vacation, his ass asked him to clear the table, then everyone would have ice cream. Okay, so this, I'm guessing she's going to continue this. I bet we can all guess how this turns out. But yeah, Dave, that's another thing. You see, he refused and sat there for hours pissed that he didn't get ice cream anyway. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. He was born in 1990. Is that right? Yeah. 30. He's 33. So he was born in January of 1990. So when he was 5 or 6. Sega was out. Nintendo, the original Nintendo was out. The Game Boy may have been invented by then. There were no DVDs. We were still watching VHS tapes. Let's see, Toe Jam and Earl was a pretty popular video game. Commercials on TV were just starting to run. www.com commercials. He said he has to be asked to do things in a certain way or it makes him yeah. Let's see, if I were his aunt, I would have poured water on him while sleeping to make him think he peed the bed. Yeah. You know, I was raised by my grandparents. If that were my grandmother and I said some shit like that, she would have slapped the glasses right off of my face that she paid for. I mean, that's just it, plain and simple. So, clear the table, get ice cream, shut the fuck up. It's that fucking simple. But he has had a hard life because of the heroin den he was living in. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I was telling Voodoo Queen last night. He was going on about something late last night, and we were sitting out here listening in. And I told her, I said, you know, there's no fucking way he could survive on the street. She was like, hell no, not like you and I know the street. And I was like, no, you know, living in a car for 6 months, that ain't fucking shit. That ain't shit. Rebel, you absolutely wouldn't survive the streets. You pretending to be all hard and all this fucking shit. You're just a fucking pretender. That's all you are. So I'm sure Ellen has always defended him, which would distance them. The worst cousin nephew, I'm sure he stole or broke his cousin's toys. Probably so. Stolen would be my guess. Mary paid for everything for Ellen and Connie. They mooched off of Mary their whole lives. Yeah. Yeah. You know, Mary had the last laugh in the end. Well, Dave, I mean, she's finally getting some rest, isn't she? You know, I mean, that's really what it is. You know, you get old, you get tired, you get worn out. I don't really know anything about Mary, but I would suspect with the age that she looked, she probably did a lot of praying. She did everything she could with what she had to work with, and she wasn't given much, let's be honest here. Um, you know, and eventually you just give out and you need to just go and you need to get some fucking rest, you know. And you know, uh, it's my belief that, you know, uh, God gives those people rest by taking them home, you know, much to the lamentation of her piece of shit ungrateful grandson and daughter. um, she told the house, she sold the house without them knowing it. They thought they had a free place to live forever. Yeah, no. She said she hated him on camera. Yeah, probably so. And I bet being as old as she was, she didn't want to be on camera. She didn't want to be on Facebook. She didn't want none of that shit. You know? And being the inconsiderate, disrespectful, ungrateful piece of shit that he is, and she is, they didn't give a fuck. Like, you know, he goes on and on and on about their privacy. Well, the internet was around when all four of my grandparents were around, and guess what? They are on nobody's Facebook page, and they are nowhere to be found on the fucking internet. Why is that? But that's just me, you know. I'm not saying it's, you know, nobody should do it. I think it's a great way for people to stay in touch and all of that kind of shit. But don't be crying if, you know, you're going to go around the internet being a piece of shit to a bunch of people, dox yourself, and then they go hunt down your dead fucking family members and post them online in a not so flattering way. I'm sure, Rebel, you've been told not to cry your whole life. Um, so, you know, that's advice you should start heeding. And soon. Because unless you're sitting in a Narcotics Anonymous meeting or, you know, a rehab somewhere, your crying from this point on in your life ain't going to get you no fucking where. Connie filmed them visiting Mary. He bitched that he was ready to leave the entire time. Yep. She was crying, begging Ellen not to leave. Yep. He continued telling Ellen he wanted to go. Yep, I saw that. We both saw it. Voodoo and I. Mary told him she hates him. Yep. Yep. Well deserved. And that's why he spends, in my opinion, like I said at the beginning of the stream, so much time online claiming that he loves her so much. You know, he thinks that somehow that's going to convince somebody that he wasn't a piece of shit. I'm sorry, dude, that's not the way this works. Much like life, most of us, he calls us old and decrepit and whatever else. Yeah, we've been on the internet since its advent, Rebel, and we've also been in life a lot longer than you have. And we don't react, we respond. Well, most of us don't react, we respond. So he wanted to go to get the wheat to the weed store before they closed. Yep. Yep. Well, yeah, well, we are worthless, Dave. We're all going to prison because we've been a worthless drain on society, according to Rebel. And I don't know why he's bitching about Polly getting a laptop. Rebel, you got a laptop. I don't know why he's bitching about Polly getting glasses. Rebel, you got a phone, and your mom got nice presents for Christmas and her birthday, and so did you, as a matter of fact. And that's not just recently. You've gotten stuff for years. So I don't really understand what that's about, but old people with money, lol, but he will be old and homeless. Yeah. He literally grow his own weed for virtually free. I'm glad you wised up, BTC. Thank you, nerd. Yeah, we're glad we wised up too. And again, thank all of y'all for, being tolerant of us, not knowing. Did he ever get a new chair yet? No, he hasn't, as far as I know. Connie never even spoke to his cousin. Yeah. Oh, is this Mary? Is this the person that's the lawyer, the Barack Obama lawyer? Yeah. Well, guys, I am going to wind this down because I want Rebel to rest assured that my bowel movement that I'm fixing to have is going to be okay. If you'll unblock me, I will post about it in your chat so you can rest assured that everything is coming out okay. Thank you all for coming by to keep me company. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. I hope you all have a great Sunday. I know I'll be seeing y'all around somewhere. And yeah, try to stay cool, everybody, and hydrate. And yeah, really appreciate you guys coming by and keeping me company. We had a really great chat. And all right, we'll see you guys around. Love y'all much. Have a good one.